but definitely yesterday was the lowest day. So shout me out, drop an emoji if you felt that, and let me know I was not alone. Yesterday was just heavy energy, heavy cosmic energy. Like I felt like like my body, my muscles felt heavy. So that's why I was so happy to have the Cosmic Boss free training, and then to have the Sex Money Moon workshop. Those were two things that like saved my life yesterday. So today I definitely want to see how we're doing. Again, because because we're in this, like, again, coming out of this energy, I wanted to encourage everyone to take some time to be in your body today and to move some of the energy out. I've been doing energy work. I've been doing Reiki or shamanic medicine for what is time? I don't know, like 8 years or something by now. And even I have to remember that, like, right, energy lives in my body. It gets stuck in my body. So I want everyone today, really important, I want you to do something to move energy through your body. We are giving ourselves self massages. We are crying. We are taking a long, hot soak bath, maybe in salts. We are going to do like some self massage. I'm going to guide us through a little self massage this morning, something a little different for the morning show action. And then I also want us to think about, like moving this energy through sacred touch, sweating, crying. Like I can't describe it. My arms are sore and I don't know why. I've been going for walks in the morning, but I haven't really been doing arm workouts. So that just shows me that's how heavy the energy is. I was talking to some people in my family and we were saying like our moon cycles are all out of whack, or our periods are being really delayed. And I think just our bodies like holding on to things, which happens when we go through a big collective stress, because our body it's like if anybody here gains weight when you're stressed, that's because your body is trying to hold on to something. It doesn't know, is it safe? When's the next time we're going to eat? What's happening? Our bodies are very primal. So when our mind gets stressed, our body just goes into survival mode. So we are holding on to a lot. And also we're just holding on to the open energy that we are collecting from the outside world. So please make time to move some energy through your body. Salt soak, self-touch, self-massage, steam if you have access to it. I'm going to do a big facial steam like Marisa told us about yesterday on here. Also, I will say a perk of my day is I used to have a very beautiful, definitely practice with my like breast massage, all of that. I was so on it. And then, life gets busy, COVID-19, Rona happens, and I got off of my self-care practice like hard. So yesterday I gave myself a big, juicy, I use this like beautiful rose face oil and coconut oil. And I gave myself such a nice self breast massage, and my tatas, my breasts, my boobies are very happy today. My heart chakra is happy. So if you miss that, you can catch the replay here. It's probably almost done, 24-hour replay, but we also have the audio on the YouTube channel. But yeah, like it's Cancer moon too. Cancer rules the belly and the breast. I was having legit weird like stomach cramps. I was sitting on calls yesterday with people who I was onboarding for the Cosmic Boss. So happy to see you guys. So happy to have some. I think we have like 10 people signed up now. We're halfway there. And it was like here, this part of my stomach was actually cramping like hardcore. I've never had a stomach cramp like that just from sitting here. And I was like, again, energy. Something is wrong. My belly, my breasts, Cancer moon, the energy is coming in really hard. So making time, like I said, for all those things, so important. So I'm going to guide us through a little just embodiment, self-touch exercise for Aries season. It rules the head. So we're going to do a little head massage to end this today. But, in the meantime, talking about, our astrology updates. Let me know if there's any Cancers watching this right now. Just pulling up something here. So we are in Cancer moon. So like I said, the Cancer moon, I'm just gonna take some notes. I'm getting kind of funky downloads. If you guys know me, I always keep a notepad nearby because I get sometimes crazy downloads and my guides are like, write something down. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay. Okay. Please read a tarot card today. Chelsea, for you, anything. Okay, good. Oh, Cancer. Oh, good. Oh, hey, Cancer rising, of course. Okay, fun. Okay, well, I can't wait to read your chart. Okay, forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it right, but Aaliyah, I'm very excited to read your chart. Venus in Cancer for Chelsea. Okay. Can always tell when I have a lot of Cancers present, even digitally. I'm a Cancer rising, so it's like game recognized game. I feel my empaths. I feel my little psychic, divine, feminine, nurturing mamas here. So all of you need to like really do all of this today. Doing some cleansing breath, salt bath, scrub, self-touch, self-massage. Like I said, like especially my water signs, and then especially my Cancers. You hold on to a lot of energy. And we're picking up a lot, and we're going in this moment, like I talked about last week, the North Node into Cancer, and we're in this Cancer moon. There's a lot of Cancer things are coming up. People are like plugging into Cancer energy. There's a need for it, and it can kind of create like we want to give so much of that Cancer energy, or we're just like open to it all. Like Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon is like having the thinnest filter out to the world, the thinnest filter of sending love and receiving love. So definitely here, Cancer moon energy today, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to flush some energy out. We need to practice some spiritual, energetic hygiene. Okay, that's very, very serious today. So yeah, let's read some cards today. Definitely, I know the past few we've been busy or we've had people on. So today, it's just like Wednesday, it's Mercury Day. We're just gonna chit chat with our guides, I don't feel like saying nothing. I'm tired. I've been talking nonstop for the past week between the webinars and the trainings and seeing my clients. So I just kind of want to open up to spirit. What does spirit want us to know today? I'm just gonna be a vessel for that. So yeah, I am tired of hearing my own damn voice right now. We'll hold some cards. We'll do some definitely mind, body, spirit check-in for the collective, especially after yesterday's day. I literally feel like my arm, like I feel like I was doing push-ups all day yesterday. I obviously, spoiler alert, was not. That's just the energy sitting on me, super heavy. My arms are an extension of your heart. So yeah, I did my breast massage last night to kind of move that heart chakra energy. I'm going to do it again today. So I want us all to def think about that. So let's talk a little bit. Who felt the energy yesterday? I gave you guys the heads up in the morning. And again, I don't like to do astrology like doom and gloom, like, brace yourself. It's going to be a rough day. But, you know, it is like a weather report. It's like we got to know when a storm's coming. We got to be prepared. We got to walk outside, dress appropriately. We got to understand how we're going to be feeling. So, yeah, that was, you know, definitely, it was just heavy. It was heavy yesterday. And then there's like Mercury and Pisces. I'm going to get a little nitty gritty with the astrology right now, because sometimes I keep the astrology forecast broad, because obviously I could talk about this forever. And sometimes like, okay, the nitty gritty transits aspects that are happening, I usually focus on the bigger aspects. You know, where's the moon? When do one of the outer planets move in position, or the inner, when does a planet move zodiac sign? I don't always focus on like the aspects, but there's something that came up today. Okay, first of all, the moon in Cancer, sun in Aries, regardless if we were in a quarantine or not, I'd be like, stay your ass home, because sun in Aries, moon in Cancer can bring up some heat, some fire, and it's all emotionally led. And it's like, oof, it could be like, we just want to snap at someone. Sometimes moon in Cancer is like, also it's April Fool's Day, which obviously no one play April Fools on anyone today. We do not have time for that. We do not have emotional bandwidth for that. But like sun in Aries, moon in Cancer, if we were not in a COVID-19 lockdown quarantine, I would still be like, you know what, just mind your business today. Stay at home. Do less, okay? Because it's just like Cancer moon's like all watery and emotional and fueling us, and the Aries sun is like I want to snap. So I have felt that yesterday. I just can't describe it. Like at around 3:00, I just felt like a little kid of like, if I say something, I'm gonna start crying. And I really didn't know what. I didn't know if I was sad, if I'm having sacred rage, if this is grief, probably just overwhelm. exhaustion and just energetic, like astrology hitting me all up every angle. And then the thing I want to point out today is, okay, there's a sun. The sun was parallel Chiron, so old wounds definitely may resurface today. There might be a sleepless, tossing, turning energy last night and tonight. Consciousness is trying to emerge, like feel the stress and let it go. So you go, okay, so it's like, we want to process what's coming up. We want to like let it move through us, feel the stress, let it come. Don't repress it, feel it, but definitely journaling today. Like I said, removing energy. If you're feeling restless at night, I want you to practice some good sleep hygiene today. Okay. I'm giving you guys so much cosmic wellness tips today, but the astrology yesterday and today, it's a little funky. It's a little funkadelic. So I want to give you guys some action steps. So we're moving energy, we're sweating, we're scrubbing, salt scrubbing, we're taking a salt bath, we're doing self-touch, we're minding our business. We're already staying at home. We're like for real staying at home, like minding our business. We're staying home like metaphorically, not engaging in fights, not engaging in any snappy energy today. And then two more things coming. I told you there's a lot going on astrologically right now. So I want you with this Chiron, sun parallel Chiron. I just want you to think about like, ooh, wounds are coming up, let them emerge. Just journal, just being the sacred witness to what's coming up, journaling, observing. We don't have to act on it right now. But if you cannot sleep, sleep hygiene is going to be really important tonight. That means like device off at least an hour before bedtime, no screens, sit in bed, journal, write, let your brain like detox some of that, the blue light energy, some of the frequencies that are emitted from our devices. Let yourself wind down, take a hot bath or shower. Use some, if it's a shower, put some lavender, like essential oil in the steam of the shower. Breathe that in, eucalyptus, lavender. If it's a bath, some salt, some lavender. I want you to go to sleep tonight like a sacred ritual. Maybe, having some warm tea, warm things in our belly right now are so important, especially during Cancer moon. Warm belly, warm, like I want you to treat yourself like a little baby tonight before you go to sleep, okay? Like put on clean, fresh pajamas, please, for the love of goddess. Don't go to sleep in the clothes you're wearing all day. That's very bad sleep hygiene. If you have to change from day pajamas to night pajamas, that's cool. You're not alone. But you gotta put on fresh pajamas to go to sleep. You gotta like get the computer out of your bed. If as much work and as much as you can do that as your space allows, keep the bedroom sacred, okay? Especially right now, we need to rest, we need to have healing. And with all this weird working from home time, the boundaries get really murky of like, was this my home or my bedroom or my conference room or like, what's happening? I talked about sex magic last night in our workshop in the community. The replay will be up today. And everything like ritual, our souls, our energy. We acknowledge ritual. We acknowledge when we do something with intention. It feels good to us. It feels really good for our subconscious and spiritual energy to do things with intention. Okay. So put a nice crystal under your pillow, write a note to your guides. Hey, guides, Maddie here. Dear guides, it's me, Maddie. WTF is going on? Please help me sleep tonight. Please help me shed some clarity, shed some wisdom on something. Give me a restless sleep. Give me a restful sleep. Help me heal. Whatever you want to say. Like really creating a ritual for yourself before you go to bed. It'd be really important right now. My place is small with smudging help at the end of work. Yeah. So, okay. So I don't say smudging because that's like a cultural. That's not indigenous to my culture. So saging. So okay, my place is small. With saging help at the end of work? Yes. Anything you can do to create a container around. We're working from home right now. I've been working from home for a few years, so luckily I've like learned all this the hard way. You really want to create containers. So it's like, okay, it's the end of the workday. We have to have a turn off time, 5 p.m., 6 p.m., whatever it is, off. And then like switch gears. You can Mr. Rogers style change into something different, put on a different sweater. You can have a cup of tea or a sacred, cocktail responsibly, or a glass of wine, something that's like, okay, I'm shifting out of that part of the day into this part of the day. And then if you want to clear the space of energy, especially if that's where you like have to eat or sleep, absolutely open a window, get some fresh air, light. Again, with sage, I want to point out, you do not need to buy bundles online. You can buy loose sage, or from like, you can grow your own sage and grow it. I want to point out, this piece of sage is what I use over my whole entire client's body when I cleanse them, and what I use in my whole entire like first floor of my house to clean it. So obviously, like, you know, some of us have sage bundles that were given to us a long time ago, and like, we can't return them necessarily, but that can work a very long time for you. We just want to be ethical, responsible, and intentional when we're using sacred smoke, especially if it's not from our own like native culture. I'm Irish. Celtic witches use like cinnamon sticks, they use bay leaves. So these are all things we can talk about. We could do a workshop on responsible, like smoking responsibly. But just so you know, this incense, opening, if you have like Florida water, you can also like, we can make our own. I can show you guys how. Dousing this in a room, open windows. Oof, yeah, that's all good stuff. We want to like bring in fresh air, clean air. And I will say, if you do have sage that you can use responsibly right now, it is very cleansing for the air. It's very cleansing for the respiratory system. It's very cleansing. Like it clears out and, you know, brings negative ions into the air. If you have a salt lamp, again, like crank that on at the end of the day, let that salt lamp go, bring some good negative ions into the space. So these are all things, you know, originally, I call this brand Sacred Space. We had a space in Montauk, Sacred Space. I love the concept of creating sacred space. I love the concept of creating sacred space in everything we do, and intentionality. So if we want more tips on that, let me know. I can always do a post on it of like how to shift the energy from, well, working from home. The last thing I'm going to say about astrology, I'm about to call some of y'all out, so be prepared. The astrology today, there is some what I call fuckboy emerging energy. Okay, everybody. So let's just get our spirits right. Okay, our minds tight, and let's just check on our boundaries, right? Okay, so Mercury Pisces, semi-square Saturn in Aquarius. It is like, this happened at 3:34 this morning, Eastern Standard Time. And at that exact time, I can sense with my psychic energy, with my all the powers of the goddesses and deities, that some of you woke up to some texts from some fuckboys, and we had some people sliding in the DMs, asking for nudes, and just looking for love in all the wrong places. Can I get an amen? Who experienced that? I just want you to know, this is not a sign to get back with them, okay? First of all, this is astrologically speaking. This is just right here in my freaking ephemeris that's like looking for love in all the wrong places. We are proceeding with caution. This is about taking care of your own needs right now. First of all, let's do some math, okay? We are 2 weeks into a self-quarantine. People are horny and lonely, okay? If they wanted to commit to you, they should have done that like a month ago or 2 months ago, okay? Now they're all restless, freaking gone to the ends of Pornhub and beyond, and now they're looking for some contact in you. Is this real talk or is this real talk? Guys, I told you I'm on. This is why the Aries Sun Cancer Moon. I gotta careful with what I'm saying today, but I think this is very important information. I am here to be your cosmic big sister and tell you the real things that mom and dad won't always tell you, okay? Like, there are fuck boys that are going to be coming out of the woodwork, and fuck ladies, okay? So we're girding our loins. One of my clients sent me a great DM last night from like the female collective of like, use this time. She's like, oh, this reminded me of all the stuff we talked about yesterday in our different groups. And she's like, it was like, use this time for yourself. Use this time. It was like the thing from Female Collective was like, grow a plant, masturbate, even though we don't use that word anymore as of yesterday. Self-pleasure, we're saying self-pleasure. But it was like, don't use this time on someone else. It's like, I mean, someone new rather, like new man energy, new partner energy. Like, I saw another meme about like, it was Shia LaBeouf like crying, and it was like all those fuckboys that should have gotten a relationship months ago, and now they're home bored and lonely. And I was like, ooh, okay, someone made that out of a place of like, that's very personal. But sincerely, Mercury in Pisces, semi-square, Saturn in Aquarius is like, it's like delusional thinking. Like the Mercury in Pisces gets us super like, ooh, we can't think straight. Ooh, maybe this is the time to be romantic. And Saturn in Aquarius is like, like if you pursue this right now, it's going to be stressful. It's not going to feel good in the long run. And again, this is just today. I'm going to always leave you guys discernment. Take what I say, take what resonates, leave the rest. If you had a great love of your life and now you're rekindling, great. But just check in with yourself, okay? Like, how is this person communicating with you? What do they want from you? Do they want you to come over, have a booty call in quarantine? No. Do they want to have like, oh, they want to woo you and have a Zoom date and put on some of your favorite music and, or like, let's watch a movie together and then talk about it over Zoom. It's something that feels like, ooh, romantic and intentional. And they really missed me and they were listening to me. And this feels like, wow, we can really have this like bonding, like kind of like Zoom pen pals right now or Zoom love letters. Great. Or are they just like, hey, you up? Like, wanna talk dirty? Or like, oh, like I miss your boobs. You're gonna be like, just that. Don't even respond. Don't even respond. It's like part of their high is the respond. Just like ignore. So, or just say, my Esther shaman, Maddie Murphy, Majuice, is just invoking a, says, at this time, my astrologer says that we can no longer speak. So I just wanted to give you guys some of that layout, because when I woke up this morning and I saw the astrology and like bam, 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 I'm like, okay, this is a good day. This is why we do this morning show, is to kind of check in. That was the news. That was the weather. That was like a day when there's a lot of weather, a lot of cold fronts and hot fronts and fuckboy fronts coming through from the those northern winds really bring in the fuck boys this time of year. So just think about it. Okay, use your discernment. Where is this person? Who is this person? Where do they come from? What do they want from me? So Abby, yes. I mean, Abby actually says that, and Abby actually, one of my favorite clients, and I know she actually says that to people. So if you need someone to blame something on, just say, I am sorry. My shaman astrologer at mad_juice said, I cannot talk to you right now. You can go through her. You can sign into her DMs and see what she says, but it's not going to end well for you, I don't think. So, okay. Oh my God. Thank you for bringing this out. Okay. This is why I love this community. I sometimes feel like I'm the fuck boy. Okay, first of all, what's your sign? Are you a fire sign? What's going on? So we always talk about Mercury retrograde, all these things, like watch out for the exes, like exes come out of the woodwork. And then I'll have some of my clients who will text me and be like, so I think I'm the ex here. Like, I think I'm the one reaching out and like stirring the pot with like, people from my past. And I'm like, okay, word. I like that. I like that self-awareness. Capricorn. Okay. So yeah, that can definitely happen. So we want to think about, again, the why. Why are we doing something? Why are we reaching out to someone? Is it because we're bored or lonely or don't want to be by ourselves? That's something. We get a little bit more creative, a better use of our energy. If there's really closure that you need, or you genuinely miss someone and you want to like have them in your life in a way that's meaningful, by all means reach out. But just know that like you carry a lot of power. Everyone carries a lot of power. Especially if you're a witch here, especially if you do any spiritual practices, your energy is like fucking a drug, okay? And so like you have to use that responsibly. We have to be responsible with our own, how we reach out to people, what our energy is, projecting upon them. Are we ready to, if we know that someone's emotional and wants a relationship and we're reaching out because we're just like, yeah, feeling riled up and horny, we have to know like, that's not our people. There are plenty of horny people out there who just want to be with you to be horny. Just focus on that, okay? Like, we want to have responsibility for our energy. That's a whole fun discussion we can also talk about another time. I want to get some of our reading the cards for the day, but I love that. So we're just going to have like awareness, pausing before we react and just thinking about why. What is the intention? What is my ideal outcome out of this scenario? How does this end for both parties involved? And just think. Okay, so, okay, let's see what else we are talking about. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards. I just wanted to pull up, obviously, I got to give the good news of the day. Okay, so, okay, this was something I just loved. And again, yesterday, I'm definitely having like a plant moment right now. One of my clients, Abby, can tell you, like, the earth has been talking. And yeah, again, like, I just have been like, I'm going to just get some plants for the nursery today and put them in my little porch here. And I just felt really called to like be by plants, talk to plants, be in the earth. Plants, so important right now. And I just kind of like made my heart like made me cry in a good way, not my weird, angry, ragey tears of this Saturn Mars conjunction yesterday. But I don't know if you guys can see, but it says here, an elderly neighbor is giving away all these little plants for lonely passersby. It says, isolation got you down, grab some one to keep you company. And there's all these little plants here. And I was like, this is the positive news for my morning show today, because gosh darn it, we need plants right now. And I love that, again, coming off this conversation of being like lonely and fuck boys and being the fuck boy energy and all of this. And I love it's like, you know what? Grow a plant. And I'm going to post the meme that my client sent me last night about like, this is the time to like grow a plant, hydrate, work on yourself, masturbate. And I was like, yeah, like I want to pour some love into a plant and I want to let that plant talk to me. And like, I'm ready. I travel a lot. I go back and forth between multiple locations. So I can only have plants in the summer if I'm in one spot, or I can only have a few little plants in my New York City apartment. There's only like one spot where there's natural light, and it has to be like snake plants or jade plants that you like literally cannot kill. So now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get some plants during this time of quarantine. I'm gonna take care of them. I'm gonna talk to them, and then if they can come back with me to New York, great. If not, if I had to give them to my sister, is like the plant whisperer, so I know she'll adopt them if need be. But I'm like, yeah, like I want like more plants, maybe less humans right now during this time in terms of like pouring our love into things. Like, I mean, well, you know what I mean? Not like your family, people you already love, but I'm like that old meme, like no new friends. I'm like, yeah, take care of your inner circle now and who you love. If you want to introduce new energy, maybe it's a plant. Also, just shout out to this elderly neighbor for being so cute. Oh, it's so good. I love I feel like the elderly and the like Gen Z and younger are really like shining during this like whole COVID thing. Like we're just like, wow, like those two ends of our society, those two spectrums, I'm loving their magic. I'm loving what they're serving up. So guys, how do we feel about pulling some cards for the day? After I just gave you like a like a word vomit of how much crazy stuff is happening in astrology. Maybe we need the tarot. I hope the tarot doesn't also like spank us. I'm like, astrologers are already spanking us. Like, can you just like be nice? Give us a little massage, tarot. Give us some good stuff to hear. Let's see. Okay. So, is there anything anyone, while we're here, we have a little bit more time today because we don't have any guests or anything. Is there anything anyone is like pressing on your heart and mind? There's something that you're like, OMG. And again, kind of keeping it general for the collective. Like if there's something super, super, super specific in your very unique scenario, maybe not that, but just something like, I've been feeling like down lately. I don't need to know, how is what should I do to take good care of myself today? What do we need to know about like financial energy coming through? I don't know if there's something that is present for you and you feel like it would serve the collective and yourself, definitely drop it in the comments. And I'm just going to ask everyone, if you're watching this live, especially just to close your eyes for a moment and just tune in. Strained friendship, strained quarantine. Okay, that's good. Close your eyes, tune in, and just take a few deep breaths. Let's just set the intention right now again to kind of imagine ourselves lifting a little bit, letting our spirits lift a little bit out of this present moment. Like we're just floating a little bit up out of our body, just so we can rise above the noise, rise above a little bit of the human, the mundane, the details we see right in front of us, and just inviting all of our hearts, all of our spirits to just take a moment where we can get a little bit of a different perspective, a higher perspective from a spiritual lens, from our guides, our guardians, our angels, our higher selves, whatever you want to name it. And I just ask you, if you're watching this live, just to say your name to yourself in your head or out loud right now, just to call your power back to you, to tune in this reading just to your frequency so you can hear what you need to hear. And I just ask, yeah, that messages, medicine, magic be delivered today from my soul family, everyone watching, and we can use this information that comes through just to align ourselves to our truest path. And I just pray that all the information that comes through in this reading just be used for the highest good of everyone watching this in the future, and of course, just for the highest good of us all, our greater collective, our community, our global community. May all beings be well. May all beings be safe. May all beings be loved. Aho, amen, and so it is. Okay. I have some throat chakra things happening this morning. Let's see, mind, body, spirit. What are they gonna be? Oh. Okay. This is not bad, okay? This is not bad. We are not getting called out. We're getting mini called out. I'll show you, but for the most part, it's good. So I'm also going to pull some cards for our other questions here. Okay. So, okay, strained friendship, strained quarantine, financial info coming through. Okay, so I'm going to do one for financial, one for friendship, and then I'll end with our general mind, body, spirit coming in. Okay, so, okay, wow. Okay, that's great. That is great. Okay. So let's talk about the friendship thing first, since we were asked about that first. Okay. So for strained friendship, strained quarantine, something we could all relate to. The cards that we got for this are like the invitation of how we can work with this, mend this, heal this. Is we got the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups. And then I pulled the High Lord of Gratitude and Service, Selflessness, Humility, Conscious Action. So all of these cards, that is a very in line with this Knight of Cups card. So strained relationships, friendships, first thing that's coming through is just tuning in. What is this friendship? What is it built upon? What does this relationship give to you? What do you take from it? What's the infinity loop between you and these friends? There will definitely be some things happening right now where you might have like a realization that some friendships might actually not be aligned with you on a soul level. Like during this time apart, you're like, oh, we would get together and we would do things to keep busy. Maybe now we're not really feeling that so much, or I'm realizing like we're very different people. That's one level of like why friendships might not be working. The other level is just like, to me, this Knight of Cups is about like action, and it's going after something, and it's like going and delivering some sweetness, some message, delivering something from the heart to someone. So again, like we're all going through a lot. We're experiencing a lot, emotionally, physically, financially, and this just feels like making an offering. You know, we talked about last night, every ritual has an offering. You offer up gratitude, you offer up something on your altar. And this Knight of Cups just feels like, if there's a friendship and it feels like it's strained, an offering from the heart, an offering of like, hey, I missed you, or hey, I saw this article and I thought of you. Can we have some time to connect? In some ways, it's very hard to connect right now, but in other ways, there's something very pure and beautiful about the connections happening. It's just like talking over Zoom, over FaceTime. And it's like, okay, yeah, no, normally maybe we go out and go to a big party or go to like a club. People still do that. I don't know. Or just like, we caught up in activities, but now this is a good time to be like, hey, let's just connect the two of us. And this feeling too, the Two of Cups, is like the merging of two hearts right now. So after we make this offering, this is a reminder that a lot of this energy could be good for one-on-one time right now with your friends. How can you connect deeper? How can you connect in just to get to know that person? So many of our friends, like, we know so much about them, or we're constantly sending them funny like memes and gifs, but really it's like, how are you? How are you doing? There's amazing, my client Abby, a dear friend, sent me this cool card game that's like to get to know each other better. You can do something like that. You could write out questions for each other, like, hey, let's have a Zoom, and why don't we each write 5 questions that we want to learn about the other person? Or one of my favorite structured dialogue tools for connecting with my family, my friends, my clients, my partner is Rosebud Thorn. If no one's ever done this, Rosebud Thorn is a way of just getting out of like, hey, how are you? Like, we're not really strangers is the game. Okay, thank you, Abby. Yeah, a great game. This is a time for like true intimacy. Like, again, there's so many people, perhaps even people you live with, that maybe we don't always like see them or connect in with them beyond the everyday, beyond the mundane, beyond the like, or the activities that would bring us together or something, So this is a great time to connect heart to heart. So playing that game, I'll tell you, Rosebud Thorn, something that I love to do. We literally do this whenever my cousins get together, my sisters. We have a group chat. I made like my fiance's whole family do this around a dinner table on our vacation. Because to me, like, I really, as you probably could imagine, like, just do not like small talk. I get that from my dad. Like, I'm like, I don't want to chit chat about the weather or golf. I want to know, what are your soul's deepest desires and your deepest, darkest secrets that you've never told anyone? And what are your dreams? And physically, what are your dreams? What did you dream about last night? Like, I'm that person, like, at a dinner party. So the Rosebud Thorn is a great tool of facilitating that. So call up a friend today, ask to have a Zoom date, and say, we're going to do this thing, Rosebud Thorn. And Rosebud Thorn is just sharing our experience right now. Whether you want to frame it from all of coronavirus as the like theme of like the container, or it could be your day or your week as the container, and you check in with your rose, the thing that you're loving right now, the thing that feels really good, and the thing that feels like happy and positive, the thing that's working. And then we talk about our thorn, something that's not working, something that's heavy, something that's prickly, something that just is like, oh, like the thorn in our shoe. And then we talk about bud. What's something we're looking forward to? What's something on the horizon? And this structured dialogue allows us to go much deeper with those that we love. Gemini season, I'm going to be talking a lot about conscious communication, active listening, structured dialogue. It's so important. It's so important, guys, especially like as we move through. We're going to be having eclipses in the Gemini Sagittarius axis coming up later this year. And communication is going to be the name of the game. Okay. So learning how to communicate with those that we love, and learning how to have hard conversations when we miss someone, and being like, I miss you, or like, have you been ignoring me, or whatever. Like, just being willing to have uncomfortable conversations and just showing that little bit of extra vulnerability, and this gratitude and service, this offering to your friends, saying something, writing them a note. I'm such a words of affirmation gal. Anyone else with me? I've had some people from the Cosmic Boss training write me some notes this week that are so beautiful. I'm going to show you something too. Don't mind my butt. I like never watch these replays because I cannot watch how goofy I am. But like, I'm not going to read through this letter, but like, me and my partner, like, quarantine, it's tricky, home, like whatever, like there's a lot of things going on. And I was feeling just a little like off, and I just like communicated it to him. I'm like, like things got really like busy last week, and I was really busy with work, and he was busy taking care of some things for work, and it was just really nice to be vulnerable and be like, I love you, you're amazing, but like, can we make time to reconnect? And then I woke up and he wrote me a little note, a handwritten note, which is like my absolute like swooniest thing in life. So I love this Knight of Cups. Like, how can we give an offering to someone we love? Okay. It could be romantic or not romantic. It's just a note, an email, send someone a little card. That's just what that feels like. So I hope that helps. Okay. Financially, what are we looking forward to? This one's gonna be a little bit shorter. That one had a lot of information coming through. This just feels like spirit showing me some stuff, but then not showing me all the picture because we're not meant to see everything right now. So first, literally, this is what I pulled. Page of Pentacles. So starting a new way of looking at finances, a new journey, a youthful energy, something renewed within us, something fresh happening, going out into a new journey as it relates to money, abundance, wealth, material things. Sounds about right. And I asked, okay, why? What's the direction? Who are we following? What energy is with us right now? Duh. Anyone surprised the High Priestess showed up? Not me. High Priestess, this is it. We're following our own intuition right now. We're following our inner knowing. We're following the moon. We're following our divine feminine guidance right now. The outside world is very scary in terms of when you look at it financially right now. But I just want to say that like nothing's ever secure out there. No job has perfect security. No, the freaking stock markets are just human emotions. Like that's what I never get when I talk to people about it. I'm like, the stock market is just people reacting out of emotions. Like it's just this perception of emotion. So it's like, can we just maintain our balance in the middle and our High Priestess and our ability to know that we do not rely upon corporations. We do not rely upon other people to dictate where we get our source from. Our source comes from the infinite source, right? Our source comes from something higher. If you don't believe that or you don't understand that, DM me. We can do some work together. We got to get you in on the community. But our source does not come from the outside world. It comes from within. And the High Priestess sits between the two realms in her cave, receiving messages from spirit, from her intuition. And then she also has, like in the traditional deck, her toe is dipped into the collective consciousness. But she's also here to serve it through that way. But she has to get quiet and she has to go within. Okay. Like we're in High Priestess mode right now. We're all in our caves. Okay. So, that's the energy that's with us as we move into the new financial future. And then the outcome, bum, ba, da, bum, can't make this shit up. King of Pentacles, big zaddy energy. If you guys follow Everyday Magic or Baccara, I love when one of her cards she has in her deck is like, be your own zaddy. I always think about that for my Capricorn energy. And I always think about that when I pull this card for myself. It's like, be your own zaddy, like share quote, my mom wanted me to marry a successful, rich older man. And she's like, Mom, I am that rich older man. This is the energy we're moving into. If you follow this, you're starting something new, a new world, whether it's an actual new job or just a new way of being. Like we have to have some time for grieving. The world is not going to be the same when we leave this cocoon, this chrysalis. Like we need to be honest about that. But we're following. This is the energy that's working with us. It's the energy that's guiding us. Okay. No one should be surprised, but like it is affirming and validating and comforting to see her show up in that position. And then what's awaiting? King of Pentacles, being your own zaddy, being in control of your own self and your abundance and your financial health. Again, really big subject to talk about, but it's Aries season. I'm going to be sharing starting next week a bunch of money mindset things, mantras. Again, this is Cosmic Boss. This is Cosmic Boss energy. Is like, I'm in control of my own self. Okay. Like I'm in control. And again, shit could be fucking falling apart around me, but I know how to stay centered in that. And I know how to bring these gifts and these tools that I've been cultivating for lifetimes to that right now. And just trusting in that, like faith in something bigger, faith in your mother effing self. So, that's that. Reading was like, okay, 1, 2, 3. Again, details have to be worked out, but that's the main thing that Spirit wants us to know right now. And then let's tune in to end this morning show. Let's tune in just a little today. Bring it back down to this very day. Mind, body, spirit. What do we have to know about? Okay. So mind. If you guys are just tuning in, I'm going to be referencing some of the astrology for today, so watch the replay. But this 7 of Cups is our mind invitation right now. I mean, sorry, our mind, like self-care or thing to be aware of, our energy. So 7 of Cups for the mind is always like, beware of fantasy and delusion. Like 7 of Cups is like we talked about with the Mercury in Pisces and the Saturn in Aquarius. It's like being aware of like what's real and what's not right now, having discernment. This is the card of discernment. If something feels too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. If something feels like murky or unclear, just trust in your gut, trust in your vibes. Don't let it especially when you've been down that path before. If someone's promising you something, money, love, and they have not delivered on it before, it's like, okay, just tune in. Why now? So it's a dreamy energy. That's that Mercury in Pisces, and I think the Saturn Aquarius aspect that's happening, but it really calls for discernment. So that's mind. Body, strength. I was really happy when I saw this for us today. I think we all could use a little strength right now, right? And we talked about feeling heavy in our bodies yesterday astrologically. So today, I want us all, I wanted to do a little embodied Aries thing this morning, but we don't have time. I'll do it tomorrow or record it for YouTube. I have to decide. So body energies, I want us to think about like, yes, we're tired. There's a lot of things going on, but I want you to tune into the strength of your body today. I want you to do like a magical, mystical body scan, like a Xerox machine going up your body. And I want you to just acknowledge the strength. Like my chiropractor will be like, do you know how strong your feet are and your ankles? Like your ankles and your feet keep you up all day. And when you roll or shift, or like you're on a subway car and it moves around and your feet hold you up, like, do you know how fucking impressive that is? And I'm like, thank you, chiropractor, for reminding me of the magic of my body. And like this, like, your lungs are pumping right now. Your heart is beating. You are metabolizing. You are healing. You are growing. Your body's doing a lot while our minds are kind of checked out and or stressed in a different plane. So that's what we talked about, getting into our body today, taking care of our body. And just also something that I have been seeing on Instagram, and I am none too pleased, is I've been hearing rumors about posts that are like, oh, my summer body and like my diet and like blah blah blah, like, oh my god, like we're at home eating and like I do not want to see that shit. If you see that shit, send it to me in a DM. I am going to comment. That's my sacred rage. I do not fucking appreciate that right now. Our bodies are strong. Our bodies are our only protection from the outside world and all of this fucking chaos and hootenanny that we have to process every day. And our bodies are keeping us here. They are a temple for our heart and our spirit. And if your body needs to eat a little bit of extra snacks and eat double meals, give it to your body. Trust your body, okay? My new diet plan is love my body, love myself. And then you know what? Manifest other people who fucking appreciate my body. How about that, okay? That's Maddie Murphy's fucking workout diet plan for 2020. Your bodies are strong, everything. I want you to go up your body. I want you to thank your lungs, thank your heart, thank your throat, thank your ears. Like I'm not a doctor, but there's things happening all over your body right now that are orchestrating just like divine health and wellness for you all fucking day, okay? And we're just here like, oh, I didn't want to have an extra cookie because like someone is going to judge my belly on the beach. Well, guess what? We're all going to be alive and out in public this summer. And if someone's judging me for that, instead of being like, wow, sorry, phone call came through. Instead of like, wow, we are still alive and we get to be out in public again, then that's on them. They need to look at their life, look at their choices. Okay. That's my rant on that. I was thinking about that before I went to sleep last night, as you could tell. That card just sent me over the edge. So last card, wrapping up for this little morning show, this little quirky morning show. Sorry if anyone's watching with children. I have a little bit of a potty mouth, but I always say cursing is good for the throat chakra. So this is spirit energy for today. How beautiful, guys. Ace of Wands. Okay, so this is our spirit, something this feels exciting. This feels buzzy. Of course, Ace of Wand, fire energy, inspiration, downloads. Wands are like getting an idea that hits you, like an idea you get in the middle of the night and you got to wake up and write it down, or like like the moment of clarity, especially coming from that sacral spot. So if you haven't been, this is a card that to me is directly associated with sex magic. I mean, wand, hello, fire, hello. And it's like in that spot of being juicy and being open and living in a more pleasurable state in our body, it allows inspiration and download and clarity and ideas that are big, 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 big money making, life fulfilling, game changing ideas come through in that spot. Trust me, I know from whence I speak. So this is like spirit medicine. Find your pleasure practice. We did our sex, money, moon, magic workshop last night in the Cosmic AF community. The replay will be up. Or just feel good today. Feel open. Let yourself, like someone, I think Gabriella said that she sat outside in the sun yesterday. The sun just came through this morning. I am going to just lay and let my body soak up the sun. I'm going to just like breathe that in. Okay. That and moving some of this energy out of my body are going to be my biggest priorities. Okay. So I invite you all to do the same. I will put these on the stories. These are some good cards this morning. Spirit came through. So if you're just tuning in, definitely check the astrology for today. There's some definitely things to note and to observe for today. So I'm sending you all love. I'm going to be posting later some Q&As about the Cosmic Boss. We have about 10 people signed up, I think, and counting. So again, the doors are open through April 12th. So if you want to know WTF this is, or you want more information, DM me. I'm doing little 15-minute free consultation calls for the next few days just to see if it's a good fit for you. It's never salesy, don't worry. And I also just like connecting with you all, beautiful people here. So enjoy your day. Sending you moonbeams and sunshine and just little reminders of all of your beauty and your magic, and go like create some mischief today too, okay? Okay. Send you all love. Bye. Okay, bye everyone on the YouTube. Thank you for watching this. Oh, CB, I love you felt it. Okay. You're so cute. I love that. Have a great day, okay?